HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of HCAM News. I'm HCAM News Director Tom Nappy, here to fill you in with what's happening in Hopkinton. On today's edition of HCAM News, we look back at some of the great memories of 2024. But first, we start with the opening of some new pickleball courts in town. The Metro West YMCA in Hopkinton recently opened new pickleball and basketball courts. Here's a look at the ceremony.
All right, well, did we get a good night? It's not 1,000,000 degrees.
Not raining.
So not raining, well done. Just a show of hands, who's been here before the renovation of the courts? Transformation or what? Woo! Are you kidding me? I mean, this camp has been around for over 100 years, and the courts I don't think had been updated in about 100 years. So it was time, and they're beautiful. So welcome, thanks for being here. You know, these courts, these aren't just facilities. You know, this is going to be a place for people to come with their friends, make friends, build relationships, stay fit, build community. This is going to be a real gathering place for Hopkinton and the region. So, you know, we couldn't be prouder of it. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to the YMCA Board of Directors who had the wisdom to go ahead and invest in this space. Also, everyone who's made this project possible, which includes generous donors, dedicated staff, and supportive community members just like all of you. A special thanks I want to put out there to David Petrowitz and Derek Jadinsky. Where are you guys? There they are back there. They're with ABI Contracting, and took this, they started it last fall and turned it into this beautiful place, and the amount of time, energy, and sweat equity they put into this, a lot of caring went into this, and they worked really hard to get it right to here, and it's not quite done yet. So when you come back in a few weeks, we'll give you at least a couple weeks, Dave. Yeah. There are going to be more benches around. There's going to be a little bit fancier. The entrance is going to look a little bit different too. We've got a couple more basketball hoops going up, but there'll be some nice features, and so we're going to be growing into it a little bit more over the next couple of weeks. So as we cut the ribbon today, we celebrate not only the opening of these courts, but also the vibrant and thriving community we continued to build together out here, you know, in the region, not just in Hopkinton or Ashland or Sherborne and Holliston, but all of them. And these courts, I think, are going to be a real testament to that. So thanks for being here today, for your ongoing support, and let's just enjoy these courts. I will say that Bart told me that, Bart, the kids did get out here, and you can talk a little bit about that, but so far, we've met their approval. So with that, I'm going to introduce to you Bart Pinchuk to you. He's the Executive Director of our Outdoor Center and does our work right here.
All right. Well, thank you first of all for being here tonight. How many of you are pickleballers? That's a thing, right? Pickleballers. Yeah. So I'm a future pickleballer. I'm new to this, but I'll have to get involved at some point. But as Rick said, camp is out here. So this week was our first full official week of camp. So we have 469 campers this week. In 2 weeks, we grow by 200 or so campers. So a lot of activity, busy place. So we are a year-round facility, but this is really our Super Bowl, this time of year. So we're just in the first quarter of the Super Bowl. So I'll let you know when it's halftime. But we're really excited about this. would like to say you guys are the first ones on the court, but the kids were itching to get out here, and it was really cool to see them out here and the activity. And it's multi-purpose. It's street hockey going, and there's a part of me that was like, no, you're gonna scratch it. But this is why they're here. So we're really excited. And these were tennis courts before here, but I can tell you that there isn't a fence high enough for campers with tennis rackets and tennis balls to keep the balls in. So this, and they're going to become future pickleballers, which is really cool because they were into it. So it's exciting. We open up to members on Monday, and through the summer, the hours of the pickleball court will match our pool hours. So we'll have a schedule for basketball, family time, open pickleball play. Not going to get into the scheduling of courts. We'll see how that goes. It's going to be a first come, first served type thing. That's a pun. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm going to use it. And then we'll have a racking system if the courts get full. So really excited about it. Thanks for being here, and hopefully we'll see you out here. And next I'd like to introduce Kelly Grill. So as part of our, so Kelly and I have gotten to know each other over the past year, collaborating on the Haunt. So I'm sure if you haven't heard about it, I'd be surprised. So we are already heavy into plans. We were already, right, about a year ago, into the 2024 plan for the Haunt. And so it's been a great collaboration with Kelly from HCA. Also collaborate on some camp programs, and this year we combined forces for our CIT programs too. So lots of great stuff, and this will be the home of the Wicked Pickle Tournament, which is part of the Haunt weekend. So anyway, Kelly.
Thank you, Bart. So I'm wearing two hats today. So I'll say for my first hat as the Chamber of Commerce, we are thrilled to be doing this ribbon cutting for an incredible partner and incredible member of the Hopkinton Chamber, the YMCA. We've watched over the years the growth of this amazing organization and all of the things you do and all the people that you touch and the important work that you do here. And as a member of the Chamber, and I know there's many members of the Chamber here, we're just so proud of all the work that you've done and so grateful for all you do for the community. And so we're happy to be here for the ribbon cutting for the Chamber. My other hat as the HCA is really all about all things Wicked. And so we are going to be expanding our Wicked Weekend, and we love our partnership with the Y. It's just incredible how our missions align and how creative the Y is and how open they are to working together on these really fun, silly fundraisers. Bart mentioned we do have the Haunt. We're expanding it to 2 weekends. It happens down at the ropes course down there. This year's themes will be a wedding at Deadwoodville, so we hope that you all will be able to join us for that and see Sheriff Bart in his zombie costume. But also we are combining this year our Wicked Pickle. We had our inaugural Wicked Pickle last year and held it on the tennis courts at the high school. But here we have these gorgeous new pickleball courts, and so it's a costume pickleball concert. It's a fundraiser for both organizations. We'll hope you'll come up with a fun team name and a great costume and join us, and that's in October. And then we will also have our traditional 5K, which will happen on Sunday. So lots of things happening over the course of those 2 weekends to support both organizations. So I think without further ado, we want to get to the, and I apologize for the sign. I don't know what is going on with the sign, and thank you for holding it. But maybe we get our ribbon out.
Yeah, so we're going to have everybody come back here so you can be in the official photo to cut the ribbon. And then we have 2 things we're doing. One is the ribbon cutting, and then the second will be the inaugural hit. So we have Patricia Durant, who's our board chair, and I think Beth Reynolds, who is chair of the Outdoor Center, will be doing the inaugural hit after we do the ribbon.
3, 2, 1, cut.
All right.
All right, now we need one photo with everybody just doing a Y.
Well, should we like do why, like
Somebody get a radio going.
or sing? We can sing. YMCA. Good.
All right, now it's time for the inaugural hit.
Oh no, what's it?
So I need Patricia. I'll take this.
No pressure.
The Hopkinton Public Library Foundation hosted their first coffee house on Saturday, April 6th. The event featured the music and dancing of Flamenco Boston. Here's a look at the captivating and memorable performance.
So my name is Antonio and I play guitar, flamenco guitar.
And my name is Anna and I sing.
And my name is Joshi. I'm a flamenco dancer.
And how long have you all been performing together?
Losing count now, probably, I don't know, 10 years? At least 10
10
years.
years, yes. At least 10 years.
At least 10 years, we'll say that. Yeah, this was our first time performing here, and a lot of people came out, so it was nice to feel that energy. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun, and the place is beautiful. The acoustics were great, which is always, always appreciated, and the energy was good to feed off of and to work off of.
Terrific. And you play all around the country, statewide mostly? Where do you play mostly?
Mostly in New England, mostly in Boston area. We have a regular gig at Tres Gatos in Jamaica Plain, first Wednesday of every month. But otherwise, we're kind of all over the place.
Unless you want to hire us somewhere far,
Yeah.
we'll come.
We'll
come.
travel for flamenco.
How long have you been dancing for?
Let's see. I have been dancing flamenco like 25 years. So studying in Spain. My journey started studying in Spain, and now I'm here in Boston and I'm dancing flamenco.
Where can people find you?
FlamencoBoston.com or Flamenco Boston on Instagram and Facebook. And that's flamenco with a C, not a G. It's not Flamingo Boston. It's Flamenco Boston. Yeah.
For more information about the talented performers, you can check them out online at flamencoboston.com, and be sure to be on the lookout for more Hopkinton Public Library Foundation coffee houses coming up in the near future. A whole lot more HCAM news on the way. Don't go anywhere.
Saturday morning cartoons are back. Every Saturday at 8 a.m., HCAM's Toon Time has an hour of classic cartoons, from Betty Boop to Superman to Popeye to Bugs Bunny and more. You'll see your old favorites and discover new ones. So tune in to Toon Time, Saturdays at 8, and start your weekend off with a laugh.
In 1924, the Boston Marathon course was lengthened to 26 miles, 385 yards, to conform to what had become the accepted distance for a marathon, and the starting line was moved west to Hopkinton.
The 26.2 Foundation and the Hopkinton Center for the Arts are excited to celebrate this momentous year in Hopkinton, along with several other community organizations including the Marathon Committee, Hopkinton Parks and Rec, the Hopkinton Library, and the Hopkinton Historical Society. Thank you for celebrating Hopkinton's 100th start of the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. We love our small town that once a year shines in a global spotlight.
Got nothing against the big town. Still hayseed enough to sail a cruise in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. Well, I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town. Gonna die in a small town. Well, that's probably where they'll bury me. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm asked all the time, what does Hopkinton really think about the Boston Marathon, and isn't it a disturbance, and doesn't it disrupt things? Let me give you an example of what I saw earlier today. Faith Community Church is about a mile down the street from the starting line. There were 40, 50 volunteers in the room stuffing 30,000 runner packets. That story never gets told very far and wide, but one of the intriguing parts of the package are safety pins. I mean, this goes back a long way. I thought by now they'd find a new way to put bibs on people's singlets. These are 4 pins put together by the senior and the seniors in Hopkinton at the Senior Center. So I don't want to hear anybody ever again talk to me about how deep the roots are between Hopkinton and the Boston Athletic Association.
I'm honored to be here. I'm honored that Dell is a part of this community, has been a part of this community, and continues to be a part of this community. So, look, thank you, Tim, for having me here. Thank you for, Hopkinton being the perfect distance to be able to run a marathon, right? Hey, look, sometimes you get lucky, right? But honestly, it's a pleasure to work where I work. It's a pleasure to be part of this town, be part of this community, and, working with the Chamber of Commerce and all the things that we do together. And, look, I do a lot, as Tim said. My day job is I run global technical support, but my side hustle is community.
Ashland and Hopkinton together, strong partnership. We share the marathon. You have it now. Maybe the next 100 years we'll get it back. I don't know, but certainly appreciate that and looking forward to working with you. I do have something for you. Hold on. Here it is. Yes. So Ashland is known as the home of the electric clock. So this is, and of course timing is very important to the marathon. So pleased to give this to you, and congratulations.
My name is Paul DeBonner. I've been a resident here since 1978 and a member, as Tim said, of the first marathon committee. As Tim mentioned, after the race in '78, the Commonwealth believed the town needed to do some real improvements to make the marathon happen here in Hopkinton. So our committee was formed in '79 and included a total of 17 members, many who have since passed, but names like Chief Bowker, John Palmer, Harold Rathburn, Arthur Stewart, Dr. Bobeck, Tim Kilduff, who was our chair, Bill Thomas, Cookie Cumlin, Rosemary Lynch, and the BAA liaison, Tom Brown.
On behalf of the Alpha Omega Council and all the Greek Americans, we thank Hopkinton for being there for all of our runners, for propelling them to their victory. And we'd like to present a photograph, a framed photograph of the spirit of the marathon to Muriel and to the people of Hopkinton.
This is from 2021. I run all the time around, I live in Hopkinton, as everyone knows, and the town's been under construction for many years, and during that time they were ripping up the start line, and actually there was a big shovel and crane that was way down the street. So I was running by and I just said to this guy, can I have a piece of that? Because that's never going to happen again.
So marathon represents exactly the effort that all of us have to make in order to surpass our own limits. And believe me, there is nothing more Greek than trying to become better than what you actually are.
Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Massachusetts General Court hereby congratulates the residents of the town of Hopkinton on the 100th anniversary of the Boston Marathon start line in the town of Hopkinton, and be it further resolved that a copy of these resolutions be transmitted forthwith by the clerk of the Senate to the town clerk of Hopkinton, and it's signed by me, Karen Spilka, as Hopkinton Senator and as Senate President, and signed by Representative James Arena DeRosa for you. Come over.
And the staff, led by Jack Fleming, and the staff here, I want every member of the staff from the BA to stand up. It's tough enough to do the job, but when you get so I want to let you all know that we hear you, we support you, thank you for everything you do, and sometimes it may seem like it's not going to end. The waves just keep coming and coming. But I want you to stay strong because you got a lot of supporters. As you can see here tonight, keep doing the job that you're doing and keep doing it well. You get and represent the start-to-finish line. That's what will be painted on the start line. And
thank you, Jack.
So,
Jack, thank you.
Thanks, Jack, for doing that. Get over here, Jack.
Elmwood Elementary hosted their 4th annual International Night, and the event was bigger than ever. A huge crowd was on hand for both the 2nd grade and 3rd grade performances. Between the two grades, over 30 acts hit the stage.
Yeah, this is the 4th International Night. We have 2nd graders going first from 5:30 to 6:30, and then there's a quick change, and then from 7 to 8. It's been awesome. It's just like a huge get-together. We have performances, we have food. This time we had food from about 25 countries from each grade. So a great turnout, and the lines have been so long and people have been waiting for so long to get the food. Performances, we feel that this is a great place for students to shine. You know, they may be working on different talents at home, but this is a great place to showcase their talent.
All right, how many years has this event been going on now?
Yeah, so this is the 4th International Night. We had 2 before COVID struck, and after COVID we started last year. We restarted the program, and now it's the 4th International Night.
And it seems like this event just keeps growing and growing.
That's true, and I want it to become an annual event, and it is run by Elmwood Diversity Council. We are a group of teachers all coming together with a common interest in showcasing diversity, and our membership has actually grown, so I'm really happy about that.
Here's a look at some of the festivities.
3, 2, 1, go!
Sure to be on the lookout for the full broadcast of Elmwood's 4th Annual International Night airing on HCAM.